Good morning. This is the Villager 254, Patrick. Today is on a Monday, the 22nd day of July 2024. One day just before the Great Tuesday, where we are going to occupy JKIA, we will occupy Uhuru Park, and most importantly, we will occupy Parliament as they report back to work. Please come out in large numbers, Kenyans. Let us stand for our rights and demonstrate for good governance and change of things in our country. Now, JKIA, you've heard a lot about it. This is the breakdown. 1. Kenya hired a company called ALG to do the contract or to facilitate the contract. That's what happens in most cases in our government. Our people have no capacity to consult. Anyway, provided, I think so, in the procedures of operation. Now, this company, surprise, surprise, it was paid in advance 160 million Kenya shillings to consult just before they started work. You know, Murkomen is a very good man. He's an honest man. So he pays in advance. All right, no problem. Then, the company that, the report that they wrote had a lot of red flags. They asked a lot of questions. I'm not going to all those questions. They are contained in reports that are already out there in the media. I won't go to that. I will go to the most important part. How are they selling JKIA to Adani for nothing? Absolutely zero Kenya shillings. 1. In the contract that has been provided and that is in the hands of the lawyers, Adani, they will finance this PIP project through collection of JKIA of 53% of the total 2 billion, which is about 270 billion Kenya shillings that this project will cost. They will collect it from, they will get it from collections from JKIA. And then you say JKIA is making losses. How? Then the next at 3%, they will get it from a loan. How will they get this loan? They will get this loan because Adani will have the title ownership of JKIA, because the contract says they will transfer ownership to Adani company. So they will use our title to take a loan at 33% of the 2 billion. You can calculate how many billions are those. That is almost 66 billion loan with interest. You can imagine how much that will be. Then they are saying that the investor, I'm assuming it's Adani, will only put 14%. They're saying the rest will be put by the investor. We know who this investor is. In Kenya, you cannot have an investor who does not have someone behind him. Most of the times, they are just faces of corrupt Kenyan leadership. Murkomen sold JKIA for 0 Kenya shillings. And on top of selling it at 0 Kenya shillings, he will pay this Adani after the expiry of 30 years, 2 more billion. That is 270 billion Kenya shillings. And in 30 years, you can be guaranteed at that point we will be paying probably maybe 1 trillion. So it is more than 1 trillion, the cost of selling our airport. Then that's not enough. Guys, that's not enough. I wish it was enough, and I wish it was the truth. The truth is, after they have owned JKIA for 30 years, collecting money and getting interest of 18% profit, no making losses, they will then demand, they have now been given permission and authority, and it is in contract that they will own 21% lifetime ownership. 21% lifetime ownership. Oh my God. Someone has secured their interest for up to 10 generations or 100 generations. I don't know. Who do you think this person is behind Adani? You can guess. And your guess is as good as mine. Murkomen, we are coming for you. How did you do this? Thank you. Have a very beautiful week. There are things happening in this country, and show up tomorrow for your country. Your country needs you tomorrow.